There are many popular shows and movies we all enjoy, but did you know that some of them might actually be dangerous and even harm you? Today, we're going to uncover their dark truth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay safe. First up, we're talking about Hello Kitty. I'm sure all of you clouds have watched it before, but what you don't know is that this show actually has some really disturbing secrets.
The dark story behind
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty is a very popular Japanese cartoon character. You probably have noticed that Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth. It all started with a mom whose daughter had mouth cancer, and the terrible thing was doctors weren't able to help save her. She went to various churches, but it didn't help, so she decided to make a deal with a demon. The deal was to make a character called Hello Kitty in order for her daughter to live. Soon, the character was made and it blew up tremendously among children. Kids who owned a Hello Kitty doll or toy didn't know that they were playing with a demon.
So you're telling me that all this time, Hello Kitty was secretly a demon? That scares me so much. I'm Christian, so if I had known this, I would have never played with her. Honestly, if the mom had just kept trying to heal her daughter, she wouldn't have had to make a deal with a demon. Clouds, if this story is true, please stay away from Hello Kitty. Now, the next show we're talking about is The Dancing Fox. You might not have heard of it, but it's one of the most disturbing cartoons ever made.
Let's talk about The Dancing Fox. BTWPLS support my Roblox account. Thank you. There was a man who wanted to make a kid's cartoon with a fox, but the problem was that he didn't have a fox. He went to the forest to search for a dead fox. After he found a dead fox, he started to rip the fox's skin off, and he took the fox's organs out. Stay safe.
This makes zero sense to me. Why did he have to grab a real fox and do all those horrible things to it? Like, girl, you can literally just buy a cheap costume and it would look cuter. I get that fox costumes can be expensive, but if you don't have the money, you can always get a job. I don't know, Clouds, this just feels really disgusting. I bet the show itself is just as disturbing, so I highly recommend you don't watch it.
Let's talk about Peppa Pig. So, we all know Peppa Pig is a fun show. We all watched, right? Well, there's a scarier side to Peppa Pig. On March 7th, 2025, someone named 𝗀𝘀𝗯𝗀𝗿 posted a video which showed Peppa Pig's house. Yep, we all know her house is yellow-colored house on a hill. Let me show you the video. We can see it being the exact same as it's on the hill. It's yellow, and we can't forget about the red brick roof. Now the creepy part is, do Peppa and her family really live there? Is that an abandoned house? Nobody really knows. But from the video, we saw it was in some area with a lot of sand and trees. It looks like an isolated area as well.
You're telling me that all this time we thought Peppa Pig was just a cartoon, but it's actually based on a real place with real pigs? And that's not even the craziest part. Peppa Pig also has a secret sibling no one knows about. In this photo, you can see not one, but 4 siblings who look incredibly similar to Peppa. Some people even believe they're clones of Peppa Pig. The theory is that when Peppa gets into trouble, her parents get rid of her and replace her, so more episodes can be made. This makes sense to me because in the show, we never see Peppa Pig and Mommy Pig open up the basement. That's where they hide the clones. I think this show is safe to watch, but it definitely has a creepy backstory. Now, the next show we're going to talk about is Picochan. I don't know much about her, but for some reason she kind of scares me.
Let's talk about
Picochan.
So Differently Picochan is a cartoon that is for kids. And it's famous. It is a candy that is from Japan. But it has a dark story. That her mom and her brother is poor. So they don't have a food to eat. And the mom has an idea. Her mom broke her arm and let them eat the mom's arm. And Picochan started eating her mom's arm. And Picochan killed her mom and eat her. And when you search Picochan, you see the tunge is out. Is it because she is looking at her mom's blood?
That was way darker than I thought it would be. I can't believe she ate her own mom. There's no excuse for something that evil. I really hope her brother is okay. Like and subscribe if you love your mom and siblings. Now, the next show we're talking about is The Loud House. I used to love this show, but recently I found out that there are a lot of dark episodes. So let's take a look at some of them.
I'm just so hungry. I need something. Please. Wait. Finally, I can eat. No. No. Please. It's been weeks. I just need something to eat.
This is already super creepy, but keep watching, it gets even creepier.
Okay, kids, we're home. Where is everybody? Jesus Christ, what's that smell? Rita, hit the lights. Rita, something's not right here. Where's the flashlight? Give me a second. Oh my God! Good heavens, what's going on in here? Lola? Lincoln? Stay back! Lincoln, no! 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 Rita, run, bitch! Ah! 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 Get off me, you piece of shit!
This episode was absolutely insane. It turns out Lincoln's parents were only giving food to the girls, not the boys, which left Lincoln incredibly hungry. So whenever he left the house, he ended up eating his siblings, which is honestly so sad. I really think the parents should have just fed Lincoln properly, so none of this would have happened. After watching this, I'd recommend being really careful about what episodes you watch and making sure they're safe. Now, Squid Game is a show that we all love, but did you know that the Squid Games actually happened in real life? This video totally shocked me, so make sure you watch until the end.
Did you know that these were the real-life Squid Games? Back in 1980, Brothers Home was a notorious facility located in Busan, South Korea. It evolved into a so-called social welfare institution by the early 1970s. However, it became infamous for its role in the systematic detention of the homeless, mentally ill, and other marginalized individuals during a period of political repression in South Korea. The facility was essentially a concentration camp disguised as a welfare center. It was part of a broader government initiative aimed at cleaning the streets of perceived social outcasts, particularly as South Korea prepared to host international events like the 1986 Asian Games and the 1988 Summer Olympics. Reports indicate that around 38,000 people were forcibly taken off the streets and confined within Brothers Home, where they faced harsh conditions and abuse. The people held in these concentration camps were forced to perform certain activities that required physical exertion, and if they did not comply, they were severely punished. In summary, Brothers Home serves as a stark reminder of the darker chapters in South Korea's history, reflecting the struggles of social outcasts and the state's oppressive measures during a tumultuous period. This act inspired the Squid Game series, reflecting many aesthetic and real-life similarities.
So basically, Squid Game took inspiration from real-life Korean games and turned it into a show. However, Squid Game is much more disturbing. I'm sure many of you play the Roblox games but haven't watched the actual show. I really recommend you don't watch it until you're much older. What did you think about these shows? Don't forget to like and subscribe.